Hey guys, hey everyone, we are back today again with our live commentary and cricket analysis for the fourth day of the test match. Hope a lot of other members can join us offline. We have Bhaskar with us and Neil. Hi Bhaskar, hi
Hey
Neil.
guys.
Yeah, fourth day of the test, and we hope this is the last day of the test. Sometime during the day, sooner or later, India should win. Uh, 56 for three. It should have been 56 for four. Not just us, people across the world. Even ex-test players. Everybody are surprised that that was given not out. Crazy, absolutely crazy. It was very, very clear out. People across the world are surprised. So.
That's
Yeah,
true.
and I think umpire's call should go. Like if it's hitting the
Yeah.
stump, even if it's like half, the Beals are gonna go. Like it's hitting the stump.
Yeah.
Like umpire's call shouldn't be there.
Yeah. Either DRS or some. If you're taking umpire out of the equation, then give it fully to DRS. Keeping both, you are either neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So my point is like if it's hitting the stump, you shouldn't be going with umpire's call if it's a not out. It's
Yeah.
hitting the stump, Beals will go. It's not like it's hitting the stump and Beals will not go off.
Yeah.
I don't want to stay late up tonight, so hopefully they can wrap this up.
Hopefully they can wrap it in the next 1 hour.
Yeah. They have been like looking good. They are not like defending, they're looking to score, so looking with a positive intent today.
Yeah, they cannot defend for 2 full days.
Yeah.
Either either they will. Yeah.
For them, it's a lost game already. So
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to be playing defensive or attacking cricket today, but well, if they play attacking cricket, it's just going to make it more interesting. But
Yeah.
Though I know this will not happen, the only thing that comes to my mind is the 2001 Eden Gardens match where Lakshman and Dravid scored 400 between them. But that is like winning a lottery or getting hit by a rock from the space. So that doesn't happen. And
that's like once in a
entirely
decade
different
thing.
circumstances and everything. So
Yeah.
And
also
I think
the bowling attack.
yeah, there is like skill in Joe Root, but I don't think he has any other player in his team who has
Right.
that skill level of what Lakshman and Dravid had.
Yeah.
That's true.
Absolutely.
Test cricket is not everyone's cup of tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was thinking today in the early part of the day where I think like India has changed in the last 6 months how people understand Test cricket and how they look India as a Test cricket nation.
Exactly.
I think no one have thought India would play good in Australia fast pitches. Like that change has happened, and I would say that change happened once Saurav Ganguly came as a captain. Like they started to win overseas.
Exactly.
I think a lot of people are viewing India like a really good cricketing nation, not just in India but abroad as well.
Yep. Hey, one question I have about yesterday.
Yeah.
Leach, in between he was off for a long time, and I thought he was injured or something. He went out of the ground or something. He came back after quite some time duration, and immediately he took the wicket of Ishant Sharma. The thing is, I can understand, that bowlers need rest, but spinner taking a rest. He was not bowling in between for almost more than 1 hour. I thought, what's happening? They have just Moeen Ali from one side and not Leach from the other side for a long period, and then he came and he took Ishant Sharma. So what do you guys think about that? Yeah, they need rest, but he's a spinner, and this was a very critical time.
I think they have that rule in one day and T20 where if you go for certain minutes, then you can't come and bowl for that amount of minutes. But I think they don't have the same rule in Test cricket. Same thing happened with Pujara. Pujara never fielded in first innings, but he just came to bat.
So maybe I missed something. So did Leach go off the ground and he come back, or he was in the ground but he was given rest?
No, he was out of the ground.
Oh, he was out of the ground. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I thought he was just in the ground, but he was taking rest or something because he was bowling for a long spell. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know what's disappointing? Most of the magic happened after we logged out yesterday.
Yeah.
But I was watching.
a century.
Yeah.
I was looking for Kohli's century. Never thought Ashwin would make it.
Yeah. Well, good for him. A 5-wicket haul and a century.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that
I
also
was
puts him
watching,
in a
and I watched the starting of the English series, English batting, and then I realized I cannot sit anymore. I mean, I have to go. It was past 2:30 a.m. and I said no.
Did you guys
Let me go.
follow Shane Warne's tweet yesterday?
No, I saw his like gloomy face when they were wrapping up during
Yeah,
lunch.
so
But
he
like,
had
what
a
did he
quite a
tweet?
good banter with Michael Vaughan. Michael
Yes,
Vaughan
yes, I
was
saw that.
crying
I saw
that, oh,
that.
this is bad pitch.
Yeah, I saw some
Shane was
pictures.
like, if a number 8 batsman can do a century, I
Mhm.
guess England could bat more better than what they did.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And the Gavaskar tweet or whatever Gavaskar said
That's
during
his.
commentary was
I
also,
was
and
like
he
laughing like
uses
crazy.
his words. I
That's
mean,
awesome.
yeah.
I think exactly. I completely get what he's saying. Like if we go to Australia, it's a grass. Like in New Zealand, it was a grass. I couldn't say which one was the field and which one was the pitch. That time, no one complains. Oh, it's a sporty pitch. But once they
Yeah,
see a spinning track, they say, oh, this is not. This is a minor. I don't get that.
yeah.
It's a different aspect of the game, right? You need to be skilled to face that. Also.
And on Indian side, on 2 innings, each innings you have one century maker. I mean, and the
Yeah,
second innings it's a bowler. I mean, yeah, he's an all rounder. He has good technique, but he scored a century, right? So
yeah,
I mean,
exactly. If
yeah,
you
it's
have
not an
technique, you have
easy pitch.
skill,
It's
you
not an
have
easy pitch, but people are scoring runs. You need
exactly.
to apply.
I'm not saying it's an easy pitch. It's a hard pitch to bat on, but again, you should have that skill at this level to play spin.
Yeah.
So how much of this would you attribute to skills, to home ground advantage, and to maybe luck? What do you guys think?
Luck, not that much, but home advantage
Home
for
ground.
sure. Because if we go to Australia, we don't get spinning tracks. We get fast tracks because that's what their nature of pitches are in Australia, right? So this is our nature of pitch in India, where we grew up playing spinning tracks. And it's more so with the skill level. And I'm seeing a lot of uh, Jitin Patel, who was a spinner of New Zealand. He's a spinner coach of England. So I think people realize that, and that's why they're getting a lot of help what they can get into their camp.
What do you
And
think, Bhaskar?
throughout the day, the pitch is deteriorating, no doubt. But
Yeah,
throughout the day, it is not behaving same. It is behaving in a particular way. It is more difficult to bat when the ball is hard. As it gets soft, like around 40 overs or something, from
after
40 to
40.
80, it becomes a fraction, I would say, easier. Like Gavaskar was saying time and again that with the soft ball, the bowling is short, and you're getting the time to go on the back foot and you can defend, which would not be the case when the ball is hard and new.
Yeah,
So
yeah. And even today, like they are playing good. Like it's a new ball, and I think it's coming on the bat really good. So
yeah,
I'm not sure how quickly India would be able to get this wickets because root is the key here.
yeah, root is the key.
Oh,
No,
that's a good ball.
yeah,
Akshar Patel is spinning. If Akshar Patel is spinning, that means it's a spinning track.
yeah. No, it is a spinning track, and I mean, how much the batsman can apply, how much bowler can maintain the line and length, and he can
Yeah.
bring the variations in. So yeah.
Yeah, I heard an interview yesterday between Akshar Patel and Pujara. They were talking about Ahmedabad pitch. I think they both stay pretty close to each other. So they were pretty
Okay.
happy that they're going back to home ground.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, a ping ball test match, it brings some more variations, some new elements into the test match.
There is
Not only
excitement
the
for sure.
timing that people, more people can come into the ground and watch. Obviously, that is there. Plus, it brings the ping ball, like white ball, red ball. The ping ball has its own characteristics and it brings some elements into it. And on top of that, it's a huge ground. Only thing, unfortunately for us, it will start at 2 a.m. in the morning. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I think we can get up at 6, right?
that is one thing. I mean, I cannot do. I can go to bed at 2 or 3, but I cannot get up.
You
Yeah.
can get up. Yeah.
The
Same
thing is,
with me. Same with me. I'm
even
not
when
a early morning riser.
yeah, even when I have to catch an early morning flight or something, you have to get up early. You need to sleep early, and I can
But
go to bed
you
early,
won't
but
get
I
sleep
cannot
early.
sleep
Yeah.
because that's my timing between around
Yeah.
1ish. So I can go to bed at 10, but I won't be falling asleep till 1. So yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
Courtesy phone.
Sorry.
I agree. I agree.
Courtesy phone. Unless you put your phone away in some other room,
Yeah.
I mean, like far from your bed, it's
Yeah.
very difficult to fall asleep.
No, even if I put the phone away, I'll be just tossing on the bed this side and that side. Unless I'm sick or I took taken some medicine which has a bit of sedative in it. Otherwise,
I
it's
know,
Yeah.
and that spoils the next day as well.
Hmm.
yeah.
So what's happening? Let's look at the. Who do you think would be the first wicket taker for today?
I wish Root, but I think it will be Lawrence.
No, wicket taker. Who do you think?
Wicket
would be the-
taker.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
Ashwin.
Ashwin has to come.
Ashwin.
Yeah.
The reason I think they have not bought him in, they thought that Ashwin will obviously be bowling, and just to play with the mind, they didn't. They have not bought in Ashwin because again the batsmen are ready for Ashwin, and deliberately he has not been bought on just to
Yeah.
play with the mind games.
Well,
And
the
with
sooner we can wrap
two
up,
right
the better.
batsmen, it is the leg spinner, which obvious. But Ashwin has too many variations and stuff. But I think with the leg, with the leg break bowler, with left hand, bowler, and two right hand batsmen. So that's why Akshar Patel from the other side.
Yeah. I'm really impressed with Mohammad Siraj. I think he's a team man. Because even
Yeah.
yesterday when Ashwin got century,
The
he
way
was
he
so
was
happy.
celebrating, yeah.
Exactly.
And I think team will acknowledge what that nature brings, right? Because he is a really good team man.
Yeah. And this is something the team spirit is very important, which you can be a very good player, but and it is not just in a cricket team, any team, even in corporate level and stuff like that. You can be a very good performer, worker, but if you are not a part of the team, if you don't have the team spirit, if you are thinking I will do well over the dead body of others, it never
Yeah.
works. Ultimately the whole team is brought down. So that way, very good
Exactly.
team spirit shown by Mohammad Siraj.
I mean,
Yeah.
like that's what used to happen about 20 years ago, right? We had like world-class players,
Yeah.
but our match-winning ratio wasn't very high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had great individual performances, but when it
Yes.
came to translating those into winning matches, the
Yeah.
ratio was quite low. But
Yeah.
things have changed. Oh, there's an appeal.
Yeah, pretty close, but
I think it's a bad first.
yeah. And only I think reviews remaining 3. So every innings, okay. Every innings the review, okay, good.
Yeah. Why they changed from 2 to 3? I thought 2 was okay. 3 seems to be a bit of a misuse sometimes.
Yeah, bad first. Clearly bad first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and those days, it's not that in today's cricket team there is no ego. It's every team when there are star players, the star wars, the clashes will be there. But those days also, Gavaskar versus Kapil Dev, these, that. Yeah, it was part of that.
Yeah.
It's going slow at the moment.
Yeah. I don't think they'll be doing any rash shots here. I think they'll just take one ball at a time.
Yeah. But I think this is good strategy. One side, a pace bowler and a spinner bowling in tandem. It is good. Even yesterday, England got some success with the pace bowlers coming in. So, and when
Yeah.
there were spinners from both sides, Indians batted pretty well. So,
Yeah.
Why aren't we talking about Ashwin's captaincy? That's one of the comments in the comment section on Hotstar.
why we are not speaking about?
Ashwin's captaincy. Maybe they want to say
Ashwin's
potential future Ashwin's captaincy.
Oh, I love when he captained Kings in Punjab. He's a shrewd cricketer for sure. Like he understands the game, and I think Sehwag once said like I would always prefer a bowler to be a captain. And I think Ashwin has all the traits, but I don't think he'll get chance since
Yeah.
we have
And
Rahane.
that's
Unless
not
India
very-
does some
that's not
disaster,
consistently
Kohli
either.
is the captain for a pretty long period. Unless there is some disaster results or something, which I hope it doesn't happen, and I think it will not happen. Kohli is still pretty young. He has many years of cricket left. So I
Ashwin
don't
is
know.
34, right? So he just has like 3-4 years more, I think.
He
Batsman,
could go up until 30, 40.
but one thing, he's super fit though. So if he continues performing, unless the reflex and everything gets affected,
Yeah.
from physical point of view, I mean, Kohli can pull pretty close to 40. He's super fit guy.
Yeah, for sure. So if we go to World Test Championship, what time it starts usually?
No idea.
It's in England, right?
It's in England, so it would be midnight, I think. Midnight or 2 o'clock.
Midnight for us? Oh,
I think.
I'm forgetting what time did the World Cup matches start. But then again, World Cup matches were day and night, right? So that
Yeah,
doesn't count.
so I think England is 5 hours behind India. So right
yes.
now we
That's
must be
correct.
like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So 5 hours after, let's say they start at 9, so it's like 2 o'clock in the morning for us.
Mm. Oh
There's
no!
another
First,
field.
No, I think it's
It's a replay.
no, that is a
yes,
first
previous.
inning, some other replay.
It's a replay.
Yeah, England. It will be very early.
Is that going to be a pink ball test match or a normal red ball?
I think normal. I think
Okay.
I'm not too sure about. About the World Championship. I think it will be normal. Yeah. Every series, like we saw in the Australia series, they're trying to introduce the pink ball test match by, one of the four matches is a pink ball, like they've done in the India England series also this time. And then they will see how things go, and maybe instead of one, they'll make it 2 or 3 out of 4 is like a pink ball
Yeah.
match.
I think it brings in excitement for sure. So it's
Oh
a
yeah,
good thing.
more people attending. Yeah, definitely. But a few years back, when Test matches 4 out of 5 used to end in draw, and with one day and T20 coming, one of the reasons people lost interest in Test matches because there were no results. But if you see in the last 3-4 years, many Test matches have results. I mean, more Test matches these days have results, and people have understood, the excitement of Test matches. So, and now with the coming with the ping ball, and if there are always competitive pitches and we get more results, then the future is pretty bright for Test cricket.
Ashwin's back.
Yeah.
And it's a wicket in this over, I think.
Well, hopefully.
Yeah.
Ghee
That's
Shakkar.
good.
I think it's 5 plus for Ashwin this inning. I can feel it.
Listening again.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. Many players are more like confident players or confidence players.
Exactly.
And once they get a wicket, or if they do good in batting, then automatically their bowling improves. And if they're done good in their bowling, it affects positively in their batting. And Ashwin is that sort of a player. So,
And I think if he gets his one wicket in first 5 overs, I think he'll be on a roll. Like I've seen that with him. If he gets early wicket, then he really goes well in that innings.
Absolutely, and he will be very confident because of his batting and the way he has performed in the first inning. So he will be super confident. Yeah.
What did I say? What did I say?
That was close.
Wow,
That was close. Oh, there's an appeal.
That's great.
He's gone. He's gone.
But I said, the Lawrence will be the
He
first.
was right.
Yeah.
So we were both correct.
Yeah. I thought first over, not first ball.
Is he leaving already?
First ball is within first over, so you're accurate.
Oh, wow.
Yes. It got between two legs. That's awesome.
Oh,
Oh, Rishabh Pant was
wonderful.
good.
Yeah, fantastic.
That was brilliant.
Brilliant.
And he was too forward. I mean,
You can't go up, like you can't step out on the first ball. Like that's what I'm saying. They don't have the skill or probably the experience to do this.
Yeah.
Like it's the first ball of Ashwin's over.
Yeah. He just wanted to maybe unsettle him, and he himself got unsettled, lost his balance, got out.
He's not Jack Leach. Come on.
Yeah. Okay, this
This is
is
the
the
pair. If
pair
we get, yeah,
Stokes and Root. The earlier India can break this pair, closer to winning the match.
yeah. Do you think they'll cross their first inning score?
Well, you never know. They might.
Root is something. I mean, he's very good batsman. I mean, so. But even I think back of the mind, they also know it's a lost cause.
Yeah,
There are no rains in the horizon. Rains are not going to come and
It's only a
save.
matter of time now.
Yeah, it is just a matter of time. Yeah. But I was thinking yesterday that India either should declare or whatever, but bowl the last 15 over, bowl the last 1 hour. And the way things went, I mean, it started very badly for India, but the way things played out,
yeah,
exactly that happened. India bowled 19 overs, which is little more than 1 hour. And I knew and it is, many teams, if you see the history of Test cricket, they declare like with 1 hour remaining or something so that they can pick up a couple of quick wickets. So, and that's
yeah,
exactly what India did.
yeah. Exactly. Yeah, the third test match is like a week away, right? So they have enough time in the between second and third.
Yeah. I think the fourth test match is also in Ahmedabad, but it's not a pink ball match actually.
Yeah, it's
So
not a big call.
so two matches in Ahmedabad, and obviously because of the COVID, they don't want to travel too much. One is a pink ball, the third match, and the fourth match is a red ball.
Yeah, and then the 5 T20s are in Ahmedabad. There's like 7 matches there.
Oh, all five T20s are in
All
Ahmedabad.
5 20s are in Ahmedabad. Then the
All
next,
of them. Wow.
yeah, and the next 3 1 day, the last 3 1 days in Pune, I think. So it's
Oh,
7 in Ahmedabad, 3 in Pune.
wow.
Oh, what a ball!
Yeah.
I love
And this
watching
is
those
just the
on
first over.
the boundary, I guess.
Ah,
Oh,
sweet.
good save.
Yeah.
They only took 2 or what? I think they just ran 2.
Yeah.
It was an easy 3.
I don't think they want to risk it anymore.
Yeah. And they would be thinking, what difference does it make whether 2 or 3?
I agree.
They're looking at the big picture. Yeah, it won't matter.
26 overs gone, 68 for 4.
Yeah.
One thing about India yesterday, they scored runs pretty quickly. I mean, they played attacking cricket. They realized you cannot hang around in this pitch.
Yeah.
So either hit. I mean, not take necessary risks, but go for your shots. And so that was a good thing. They scored pretty quickly. I mean,
Yeah.
Ashwin 106, I think, in 130 odd balls in a Test cricket. I mean, in this sort of a pitch, I mean, amazing. That was
Yeah.
really amazing.
Yeah, and I was looking at the runs scored in each day. Like yesterday, it was like 299 runs, so it's almost 300 runs, and
Yeah.
scoring over 3 and over. So, in my head, I was like, I don't think this pitch is bad.
And Ashwin, right
Prakash,
from the beginning, he didn't look in trouble at all. So,
Hey, Prakash.
Hey, Prakash.
oh, hi, Prakash.
So, what do you think, Prakash? Can you hear us? I doubt if you can hear us. I think we have a bad connection. Yeah, logged out.
Yeah, like I was saying, Ashwin, right from the first ball, he didn't look in any sort of trouble. He was middling the ball. He got a couple of lies, which is understandable. But apart from that, I mean, he was middling everything, whether it was a sweep, drive, loft, everything. I mean,
No, yeah.
middling, yeah.
Yeah.
Except the shot which got his century, he was trying to lift it over mid-on, and got his outer edge, it went over third man.
Yeah.
Apart from
Yeah.
that, he was kind of middling everything. So
Yeah.
Prakash, can you hear us?
He's muted.
Okay.
Can you hear
Good
us,
to be
Prakash?
here. Good to see you all.
Good to
Hey,
see
Hey
you
man,
too.
good to see you.
I was so excited to watch the stumping. Actually, the way Rishabh Pant got that
Yeah,
stumping.
that was beautiful.
yeah,
That was good.
Yeah.
that was good.
I think by tea we should be done. What do you think? Or early?
Yeah, I think by team we should be done. Yeah.
Between lunch and tea it should be done.
Yeah. And keeping in a turning track is always difficult. And the way Rishabh did it, collecting, and then he jumped on the stump.
Especially, yeah,
So,
and especially when ball comes between his legs, you can't see it because your
yeah,
eyes are your eyes can't see the ball coming in. So it's pretty good.
yeah, fraction of a
Absolutely.
second, just a fraction of a second before the ball is reaching you, you can see it. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah. This was out of reach. Just completely out of reach. The way he reached for the stump.
Yeah,
That's pretty good work, I would say.
yeah.
They can't get enough of replays.
Look at Kohli's reaction.
This
Boundary.
is four.
In the gap. They found a gap.
Every test match is interesting since the Australian series. Actually, every test match.
Every
Yeah.
test match, yeah.
To be honest with you guys, like I never used to sit and watch a test match, but since that last
The final,
two,
the final
test
Gaba
matches,
match. The Gaba match, yeah.
yes, from the Gaba match, yeah, I've been
Like my
following
friend
the
never
series.
used to watch test matches, and I called him to, and he's like, "Oh, I watched it till 3 o'clock." I was like, I was surprised. I was like, "You never watched a cricket match?"
I started watching, test match again since 2018 when India went to Australia, and I knew that, with the Australian tracks and everything, it would be interesting, it would be good, and, it is always good to see India winning.
Yeah.
So the 2018 series, then India went to New Zealand and everything, so I did watch. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh, very lucky, very lucky. Top edge.
I've never watched test match in person. Like I really want to do it one day, but I haven't watched a test match.
Yeah, me neither. I watched a couple of one days when I was in India, but
Yeah.
and when I was in India, India played Hero Cup in Canada. But since I've come to Canada,
Yeah.
Indian team didn't come here. So yeah,
Yeah, I don't know where
So
like are they using that stadium? I know there's a stadium in Toronto. I don't know if it's anymore used for international cricket.
they
even
do
I
like
don't.
all these tournaments, no? The Grand 2020 something.
Yeah,
Like, what's
they
it
had
called?
GT 2020. Yeah,
GT20,
Yeah,
yeah.
World T20. Yeah.
Oh, you guys are talking about the Sahara tournament that used to happen. Like, yeah, Ganguly
yes,
used to be the
yes,
star at
yes.
that time.
Ganguly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He used to play.
Ganguly
He
was
used
the
to,
star, and he did very well. I think he was man of
yeah,
the
yeah,
series,
yeah.
something. Yeah,
Yeah, he used to take
not
55
bad.
wickets, hit a 50 or a of 70 odds, and he used to play really good. I remember
Yeah,
Debashish Mohanty was there at that time, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Devashish Mohanty. There was one more guy, Dinesh Mongia.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, Dinesh Mongia was there.
Yeah. Those matches, if I'm not wrong, like they used to start at 5 or 6 in the early in the morning, and I used to wake up to those watch those matches actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Same with me also. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. How many of you play cricket? If I'm just to know.
Yeah,
I
I
do
used to
play
play
occasionally
cricket.
here.
I used to
Yeah.
play cricket, not in Canada, but I used to play, in school, college, university days. And back in India, I used to play. Yeah.
Mm.
So I'll tell you an interesting story if you guys want to hear.
Go ahead.
Sure.
Go ahead.
So I used to play for BCA, so that's Baroda Cricket Association.
Mhm.
Okay.
So there is a Kiran More Academy from where I come from in Baroda. So I used to
Okay.
play there, and so we went for under 14, under 16 tournaments in Pune, in Indore, and I had Kunal Pandya and Hardik Pandya with me.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
So I had no connections because I was in 12th grade, and then my mom's like, "Oh, let's
Mhm.
stop cricket." I was like, okay. And then I got my engineering program in Bhavnagar, and there was no cricket infrastructure there, so I stopped there. And cut to in 2009 in 2012 when I came to Canada, I saw Hardik Pandya in Mumbai. I know this guy, and like that's the story that I have in my mind. I was like, I don't know if I would have continued. I didn't know that IPL gonna come, but
So did you
I was
contact him
very
after
happy
that?
that I know these guys from where they started.
Okay.
Did you
Well,
reach out to
I
him?
used to always open the batting. So what you used to do, Neil? You were like all-rounder, batsman, bowler. What do you do?
So I was like number 4 batsman and a part-time
Okay. Okay.
leg spinner. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay.
So you had a fixed position in the team.
yeah, I was number 4. Yeah,
And
I
I
still
always
have those
opened. I mean,
memories
whether
where
it
his
was
dad used to bring both of their kids on a scooter. I could still see those images, and I know there was Kiran More with me and Mongia with me, and those were those times, right? I didn't know that IPL is gonna be there. If I would know, I would have continued it, but
yeah.
I was destined to be here in Calgary. So
Doing live commentary.
yeah, doing
Yeah.
like commentary.
Yeah.
You need a wicket now.
This really makes it more interesting, actually. Like, like if we as if we are watching it together in a room somewhere, and
Yeah.
then when the wicket goes, we all cheer up, we all scream. That makes it more live.
Absolutely.
Where were
And
you
this is
guys
the
when
first
we
match.
won 2011 World Cup? Were you guys back in
I was
India?
in Toronto.
I
I was in
was-
Toronto. I
Okay.
was in
I was
Toronto.
Australia.
Yeah, I was in Toronto, and the World Cup at that time, uh, I watched the World Cup with a couple of Pakistani guys with me, basically. So even the India-Pakistan match, it was so interesting because there were a couple of Pakistani guys watching with me, and it was great fun. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I know I was in engineering and I came to Baroda, and then whole night I was outside with friends just roaming around on bikes. It was like a crazy atmosphere. Even more so in 2007 T20 World Cup was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was in Australia that time. I still
Nice.
remember. I just moved to Australia the same week,
Yeah.
and we were watching it on one of the streaming websites over there. It wasn't Hotstar for sure, but it was a very electric moment.
Yeah.
I was in a shared accommodation with a couple of other guys, and from different parts of the country, just like us right now.
Yeah.
But when it comes to cricket, everyone's on the same page.
Yeah.
I still remember. I mean, these days we have Z app, Hotstar, this that. 2003 World Cup. I remember the semi-final match, India versus Australia. Couple of guys together, we paid more than $50 for that one match. I mean, it was like where you basically pay for that one boxing match or something. Those days it was tough. You didn't have all this. And I remember we paid more than $50 just for that one match. So,
Nice.
and India lost badly. So,
Yeah, I was so not happy when we started the final in 2003.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I think 2015 the semi-final and the 2003 semi-final, it was just same. The opposition, I think both cases it was Australia. They batted first, huge total, and then India succumbed under pressure basically.
Yeah.
And where were you when Sachin scored his first 200? I mean, the only 200.
No outside
The
leg
first
stuff.
ever 200 in international cricket.
I was too young. I don't.
And that was about 11 years ago. He
His
scored his
200
double
just came
century
recently in the
2010.
later part of his
2010.
career.
Oh
Yeah,
really?
2010.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I was just home watching in India.
Me too. And
I know.
when Sehwag hit his first 200, I was in Nainital.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I still remember the shot that Sachin played. It was like just on extra cover, and then he just ran for a 1 run.
Yeah. I remember like
And Dhoni was delaying Sachin's double century. Do you remember that? And he was like, Dhoni, he should either get out or get out of the way.
Yeah.
I remember that, like when Kamli and Sachin, they came into the Indian team more or less the same time. And at that time, there was a couple of, like groups divided somewhere, like they liked Sachin more. There were a few who liked Kamli more. And then obviously down the line, I mean, over a few years, and, uh, Sachin
Yeah.
went in one direction, Kamli went in another
Well,
direction. But
Sachin was Lambi race ka ghoda, and Kamli was like, Airam Gairam types.
Kamli was also talented, but I think there was a phase where he didn't score runs, and that's where he lost it actually. Kamli, when
He got
he started
distracted.
playing, yeah, he got distracted. Actually. When he started playing, he was the first to score double century before Sachin, if I'm not wrong.
yeah. He was very talented, but he lost the focus. Success,
Yeah.
he couldn't handle the success. So
Yes,
there
that's
are
the
a
point. Yeah.
few players like this. Kamli was
Yeah.
one. Lakshman and Shivaram Krishnan, I remember, he was a fantastic leg spinner, and uh, at least what I read on the internet, he also went the same way. Like, he couldn't handle the success, and it's like Everest. You climb on the Everest, it is very difficult, but staying on top of the Everest is even more difficult. And
Right.
that's where a Sachin or a Vinod or a Virat Kohli or a Dhoni, I mean, they achieved success, they have made a lot of money, but they always kept the focus. They understood
Yeah.
So,
that the money, the fame, the success, everything is coming from cricket, and I cannot lose track of that. I cannot miss that point. I need
Yeah.
to be focused on my cricket, otherwise it will all be gone. So yeah.
I believe these guys set a very good example, like Dravid, Sachin, then
Yeah.
all this. That time, those guys have set a very good example. I would say all these
Yeah,
that
no
the cricket in
controversies,
the
no
90s,
nothing. Yeah, no controversies. Everything is about cricket, focused on cricket.
everything. Yeah,
I mean, real examples from people from all sphere of life. Whether you are cricketer, non-cricketer, you want to achieve something in life, follow these guys. The dedication and everything,
exactly.
right? So yeah,
I would say everybody: Ganguly, Tendulkar, Dravid,
yeah.
Lakshman, Kumble, Srinath, everybody.
Without the focus, the level of competitiveness which is there in that highest level of any game, like they say that LeBron, I mean, I'm not a basketball fan, but I read LeBron James, even at the peak of his career, he's the first to come into training and the last to leave. So that sort of dedication is needed. You cannot get swayed away with the money and the success and the fame. I mean, then you lose everything.
Yeah. And especially that innings in Australia where Sachin scored 100, he never scored a drive. Because
Yes,
he was
yes,
getting out for like first three
yeah,
matches.
yeah,
That's dedication. I was like, that's a great example of what focus means.
yeah. Dedication and discipline, absolutely.
Ben Stokes is trying everything. Reverse sweep, sweep.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to put some pressure on these guys, but I don't think he's gonna succeed a lot.
Yeah, like the run rate is pretty slow because it's almost 1 hour and they scored just like what,
Yeah.
30.
I think they're gonna counter attack on and off, like trying to put pressure, try to open the field so the silly point and this short
Yeah,
leg they might push behind so that they can at least defend the ball.
yeah. And lead is almost like not almost, it's exactly 400 now. So I do like there is no problem of runs. So India should be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 30 overs gone. I think after 40, we have seen that the ball becomes a bit soft and everything, but
Yes.
it also depends upon the skill of the bowlers. And I think the Indian spinners are much more skillful compared to the English bowlers. So
Yeah.
even
True.
if the
True.
ball gets soft and everything, the English batsman will not find it as easy as the Indian batsman found, or
Yeah,
not that as difficult basically. So
And considering the Chennai weather, I would say this is that it might favor the Indian bowlers since they might be used to it a little bit, right? More than
yeah,
I mean, the energy level it might help the Indian bowlers, I would say. And since
absolutely.
Kuldeep is not in play yet, he's not bowling a lot actually.
Yeah.
I want Kuldeep to bowl good.
Yeah, he should be. He
I
would
just
come
feel
in. I
bad
think
for
he would
him
come
being
in.
outside. And even 6 overs, we can't judge anything in 6 overs at the
Absolutely.
beginning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry guys, I may have to go. My little one is up.
Yeah,
No
no
No,
worries.
worries.
no
No worries.
problem. I
Thanks
mean,
for
yeah,
coming.
feel free to come back. I mean,
Yeah.
no worries. Nice speaking with you.
Yeah. Feel free to come back, Prakash.
Enjoy,
Yeah.
enjoy. Bye.
No
Yeah.
worries.
Bye.
Take care.
Might be a run out here.
Oh, there's an
Oh,
appeal.
wow.
Oh wow, it's pretty
That would be
confident.
They are not confident, but it was a pretty direct hit. So, and I think Akshar Patel is a really good replacement or a future of Ravindra Jadeja. He's a good fielder, a left-hand batsman, team boxing kind of a bowler.
I think he's safe.
No, he's safe.
He's safe. Yeah.
He's safe. Safe. He's safe. Yeah, and Akshar Patel, he has the height. He looks very fit. He
Yeah.
can bowl long spell. Batting also not bad. So yeah, definitely.
Cycle Agarbatti, not out.
Like the kind of sponsors we have in stadium is
Seriously.
Vimal Pan Masala.
Bolo Zuman Kesri.
Yeah, there is something like Kesri too. Yeah. Oh, nice ball.
Yeah, nice delivery.
Like the kind of sunglasses these guys have are like pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Very stylish, and Akshar Patel bowls with his sunglasses on.
Glasses
So,
on, yeah. They can't even hit a bad ball, I think now.
yeah, I was going to say that. I mean, so much pressure that even a bad ball, I mean, any other time Stokes would have smoked it basically. But, yeah.
Yeah. Like even this ball, it was short. He could have easily put a square cut or a pull or something.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is the I mean the excitement of the of a test cricket is like a slow thriller. I mean slow thriller, I mean that it is not a lot of guns firing or bombs blasting. It is like a psychological slow thriller where
Yeah.
there is still every second, but you don't need the big fixes and force to happen. I mean
Yeah.
that is the thing
And
about the test.
it's aptly called test, right? Because it's really test of your
Yeah.
character, your
And
mental
Bhaskar, I think
ability,
right
and
now it's less of a slow thriller and more of a slow killer for England.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Bounce,
that's
yeah. I think India is bowling pretty short today. Like they should be pitching it up.
yeah. Even for English bowlers yesterday, Gavaskar was saying time and again, make them play on the front foot, make them play on
Exactly.
the front
Like
foot.
this is easy runs. Like I've seen last over two Ashwin bowled 2-3 short balls.
Yeah.
Nice ball. See,
Yeah,
yeah,
now
this
he
is
has
pretty
to
good
pick it
ball.
up. As soon as you pitch it up, you see the
Because the ball has more time in the air, right? So once it
yeah,
has more time, it will spin more.
yeah. And when you're going in the front foot, you don't have the time to adjust which you have in the back foot. So
Yeah. Nice. Nice ball.
yeah.
We'll have a lot of fun once the World Cup and everything starts this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, at least hopefully, then the COVID will be under control, and one or two matches we can just meet up if depending upon what time it is and everything,
Yeah.
we can just meet up at a coffee shop or maybe a sports bar or something and watch it together.
Yeah.
Otherwise, ये तो है ही हमारा
ना ये तो है
online.
Yeah,
online
this
platform.
yeah, absolutely.
I wish we could do this during the GABA match. That was so interesting.
Yeah.
We had the platform, बस ध्यान ही नहीं आया तब कि यार साथ में
I would have been out of control on screen.
Wouldn't everyone else be too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember in 2011 World Cup, I had that chamchi or thali, and I used to rang it like crazy. I broke a steel plate and everything. It was like that crazy
Wow,
moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was indeed crazy.
Even this World Cup, India was top of the league. It was just 40 minutes of batting,
Minutes
where,
of batting.
just like the 36 for 9 thing, 40 minutes of bad batting, and Dhoni almost got us there one more time. And I will never forget, it was such a close, run out. And when he was coming out of the field, there was tears in his eyes. I mean, oh, wow,
Oops.
he got
Is it?
it. No, no,
No,
no.
Oh, that
it's
was
just
a
previous.
replay.
Okay, okay, previous. Okay. I will not forget that Dhoni had tears in his eyes when he got out and he was coming back. So
Yeah, it was his last chance, right? I think that
yeah,
that time he knew
he
that this
also
is my last.
realized that that was his last chance. Yeah, yeah.
And do you guys recall the tears from the eyes of Vinod Kambli in 1996 when we lost to Sri
I
Lanka?
do. The Calcutta match, I do recall that. Yes, yes.
That was a horrible match. I mean, like
That
people
was
started throwing stuff in the ground. They had
yeah,
to call the match off.
yeah. That was also a World Cup semi-final. So yeah,
See, between then and now, the passion for cricket has only increased.
yeah, yeah. And people can discuss it on more on the air and everything. There's Twitter,
Hmm.
there's Facebook, there's that. So there is
Back then, we used to have only TV sets and landline phones.
yeah.
Do you think they'll give chance to Kuldeep right now in this
I mean,
session,
they
or
should. There's nothing to lose, even if he,
I think it's getting more kind of predictable right now with the line and length these guys are bowling. I think Kuldeep with his left arm would be a nice variation right now.
And that depends on the captain. I mean, even in the first match, because in the first innings, Washi did not get any wicket. Washi did not get much to bowl in the second innings.
Yeah,
So Kohli is that sort of a captain. I mean, he wants to stick with the guys who produce the results.
yeah,
but in a
yeah,
situation like this where there's little to lose, there's no harm in giving the guy a chance, right?
Yeah, even the
yeah. And
comment in the
especially with
first test match, second inning, the commentators were saying with the nature of the pitch and because Washi bowls quicker, he should be able to get more purchase. But Kohli hardly gave him 1 over or something in the second innings because in the first innings he did not get a wicket and his run rate, was like more than 4. He gave away runs. So I mean,
I think
any other
Kuldeep will have a
captain.
good angle against Stokes because he pulls his ball outside his off stump. So Kuldeep will be a nice choice against Stokes right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I like this angle
Oh
change.
wow,
Nice angle.
that one both spun right across him.
Yeah, he changed his end angle.
Yeah.
Ashwin.
That one, see the amount of spin that got pitched outside
Nice.
leg, outside off.
He's changing his ends like every ball. This time he's over the wicket now. Last was round. The ball previous to that was over. I think he's changing it every
Yeah.
ball. Yeah, see, this is round the wicket,
Hmm.
but it's the previous one though.
Ooh,
First innings.
Yeah.
Oh, full toss. Ooh,
What
he
happened
missed it.
there?
This is the second loose ball which Ben Stokes any other time would have sent it over the ropes. Basically, he just
Yeah.
so let's say keep them. There's no sledging in this match, right?
Yeah, it
no.
seems like they are the good boys in the class, I think.
Yeah.
As if it's Australia, it wouldn't have been this quiet.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, absolutely. I think
with
I mean,
Australia
it's
and
not that
Australia.
English players have never sledged or something, but nowhere close to what the Australians do. So
I think IPL has changed this. Like before IPL, I think it was more kind of competitive and fierce, but now these guys know each other in IPL.
yeah. And also they have seen what happened with Smith, right? Nobody wants to displease the masters of the money bags. So
Yeah.
you want to earn big bucks, behave yourself in India or against India.
Yeah.
Because this IPL teams, if a particular player from another country, has caused a lot of trouble and public opinion is poor about him, they will not risk keeping him. So Smith does not have a team at this point of time.
Yeah.
Do you think he was released because of that incident that he did at the GABA, or it
Yeah.
was just because he was not
It
performing well?
happened immediately after that. I think just right the next day.
No, it was
To
not
be
the
fair on
GABA.
him, to be fair on him, it was nothing. It was
I
nothing
think it
wrong
was
that
the
he was
Yes,
doing.
test or the GABA test?
No, it was the Sydney test, I believe. It was the Sydney
Was it
test.
Sydney test?
To be honest, I don't think he did anything wrong. Yeah, I don't see him doing anything wrong when I saw the clip again.
But why do it at all?
Yeah, why
It was
remove the
just his
footprint?
instinct, right? It's not that he did it for the first time. He did it in the first innings too. It just does the shadow practice once he get any chance. So I, I don't see it like he was not on the pitch like doing a harm to the pitch. It was on the crease. So I don't think it was anything wrong. But yeah, the way it
And
came out in the video was bad.
but then the Smith case comes back after a huge stigma against his name, right? So that's why he got more highlighted.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
had
I
a
agree.
stigma against his name. So and people
Yeah.
forget the good things very easily. They don't forget the bad things. They
Yeah, I
never
agree.
forget the bad things.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I think Australia did a right call to say that okay, we'll not make him captain now, because I
Yeah.
think what he did was not accepted at all. So
Yes. But I like, the way Smith batted. I mean, he has changed. Like he shuffles towards the off so that he can play both on the off and the leg. I think not too many batsmen I've seen doing that, and Smith got some success right against the
yeah,
Indian bowlers doing that, shuffling to the off stump, and that way he's ready. If you bowl on the leg, I have room to play on the leg side. If you're bowling outside the off, then I will play my natural offside
yeah,
game. So that was something, he thought about.
yeah. And after
Seems
first
like
two tests where he didn't score, like I love the statement that he gave. He's like, I'm not out of form. I'm just out of runs right now. I'm like that's the mindset that these great players have.
Yeah.
so. Currently, 900,000 people are watching the game on Hotstar alone.
Yeah.
I remember during the World Cup earlier this
Yeah,
earlier
it used to be crazy.
yes,
I was just
we
going to
like
say
5
that. It
million,
used to be
4
crazy
million, 5
number.
million people. You know,
Yeah.
I think yesterday was even more. Today being a working day, it's a bit less, I think.
Yeah. But yeah, during World Cup, the numbers were like crazy, unbelievable numbers.
I think for a few games it went as high as about 9 million or 10 million.
Yeah. Even in
Watching a
IPL, we
match.
have high number of viewers.
Pan Bahar, TMT, Vectors.
I'm just surprised with the commentators that we got from England side. I thought Peterson or someone would come.
During the India-Australia match, the recent series, I was watching it, I was watching stream like Willow TV and all that. And I found even the commentators were very biased, in favor of
Yeah.
Australia. Did you
So
notice that?
I think there was two broadcasts going on, one from the Australian side and one from the Indian side. So the
Right.
Australian side that you saw on Willow that had Shane Warne, Brett Lee,
Yeah,
and those
yeah.
guys, and those guys were pretty biased. Yes, for sure.
Very, very biased. I mean, that was
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah. Even the last shot which Rishabh Pant hit, and it was, I think, who was on the other side, and they mentioned that, oh, can they take the run, like, because he has issues with his thigh or pelvic area, and
Yeah.
then suddenly they realized that it is going to the boundary. I mean, even till the last moment they were hoping that India would not make it. I mean, the level of bias. I mean, I can understand even Gavaskar sometimes he supports. Uh, there is a margin, there is a gray area, but these guys were not in the gray area. They were
Yeah.
totally on the other side.
And I don't agree at all with what Mark Waugh says. Like, he is total bias against Australia.
Mm,
Mark Waugh is a guy where I feel like whatever he says, he thinks he just has Australia's point of view.
yeah,
And I think being a commentator, you have to keep that fine line where you have to be balanced between both.
exactly. Yeah, and I found this Australian commentators, whether it was an ex-player or just a commentator, they were heavily biased. I mean, there was
Yeah.
no gray area at all. They were totally on the other side.
Yeah.
And Gavaskar, like people like Gavaskar, I've seen sometimes they will criticize the Indian players a lot. I mean, if they don't do something
Yeah,
proper,
exactly. Yeah.
he has said things about Virat Kohli also. So, and that is the right approach. I mean, speak what you want to speak on merit, not that because you're Australian and all.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
these guys just bash the opposition. I mean, that is not acceptable.
Who's the worst commentator you've ever heard?
For me, it's Mark Waugh.
Yeah.
What about you, Bhaskar?
I think some of the Pakistani commentators, they take it a couple of notch beyond the Australian commentator. Even when India is winning, even if it is not against Pakistan, even if India is almost on the verge of winning, they will still think that India is not playing well. Or that particular match 20 years back, Pakistan won. They will,
Ramesh Raja is one of them.
They will still go to the Sharjah where Miandad hit
Oh
the
my
six.
God.
It still comes up.
Whenever I meet from some of the friends from Pakistan, they say, "Oh, we beat you in Champions Trophy." I was
Yeah,
like, "That's the
Champions
only match you beat us. Like, rest of them, you didn't even beat us in one match in World Cups."
Yeah.
And
It
then
is-
he can't say anything.
Yeah. Still, the Champions Trophy or the Sharjah where Miandad hit a six, and 1992 where they won the World Cup. In fact, I remember the 1992 World Cup. Pakistan was on the verge of going out of the tournament. There was this match. They were losing that match. And because of rain, the points got shared. So they stayed in the tournament and they went on to win
Okay, was that like that? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and I'm very, very biased. I mean, we are talking about the Australian biasness because these days India doesn't play Pakistan. Otherwise, their biasness is something out of this world, basically.
Yeah.
This is Pakau commentary. I find it's very Pakau.
Yeah, I know.
Ramesh Raja and
Yeah.
like Wasim Akram is good.
Yeah, I enjoy Akram. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like the kind of knowledge he gives while he's comment. Oh, that was like bounced.
Too high and outside leg, I believe.
But among the Indian commentators, the ones I can't tolerate are Manjrekar.
I don't know what he has problem with Jadeja. Like every now and then he comes up with a tweet.
And he has been forced to eat crow so many times. I mean, he has said something against Jadeja, and Jadeja has played fantastically, and he had to take back his words, but he keeps on hoping, hey, welcome back.
So many foot in the mouth moments, but he refuses to learn from that.
And the good thing about Indian players is like they are on Twitter. Like I love what Sehwag tweets. He's outspoken. I just enjoy what he tweets sometimes.
Yeah.
I think the match is getting really boring now.
Yeah, I think so.
to make it spicy again.
Yeah. Well, just
Joe
this
was asking for one for an over.
This is the partnership. Once this is broken, I think the floodgates will open. So
yeah.
This is the backbone, I would say.
Yeah. But yesterday's LBW decision, I mean, it was so confusing, so crazy. I read somewhere that the appeal was for LBW and the DRS was basically, the DRS was basically looking at the court behind. I mean, it's so confusing.
Special ops. This is what you guys were suggesting yesterday, right?
Yeah, I was suggesting special ops. Yeah, you should see this. It is good. You'll like it. Yeah, you will like it.
Well, now I'm looking forward to the next season of Family Man.
Yes, it's a good one. It is coming, I think, in March or something. Either
Oh.
February or March. I'm just forgetting the exact date, but it's coming pretty soon.
When was the first season released? I mean, like I watched it just a couple of days ago. I had no
Yeah, I
idea.
think 2019, and then like every other series, the shooting got stalled because of the COVID and everything. I think 2019. Yeah,
And did you guys watch Mirzapur season 2?
yeah, I did. Normally, I do not binge watch, but I binge watch that.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. It takes only
Yeah, my idea is to,
one day
if I
of
like
binge
a TV
watching to finish
series,
the entire season.
yeah, my idea is that if I like a TV series, I'll savor it. I'll not rush through it. I will take my
Oh,
time.
okay.
Yeah,
I end up
but
binge watching it. Yeah, pick one series on
Mirzapur.
a Saturday evening, 5 o'clock, and finish it all by like 2 a.m.
Oh
Wow.
wow. No, I like to savor it because I know, I mean, there are too many things to watch these days. But if you
No,
really like a TV
multiple
series, once it
choices.
is finished, it is finished, right? So my idea is savor it, to make it last longer. So yeah.
Did you guys watch that? Which one was that? I was watching it during the US election. The Tom Kirkman one, yeah. The Designated Survivor. Have you guys
Oh,
watched
I
that?
love that series.
I have watched it.
Good
I
one.
watched the third. When it came to the third season, it became a bit,
It leaves you wondering as
I
to
watched the
why
first two
he didn't run
seasons.
for president. The actual president.
Yeah.
After that
Have you
series,
guys watched 24 of the same actor? 24 series?
I haven't. I tried. I mean, I have not watched it. No.
Yeah, if you want, like, it's a pretty good. They're like 12 or 14 seasons, but
Yes.
pretty
Yes.
engaging.
Yeah. 24 is it is a hit series, but I
Yeah.
didn't get to watch it. Or I mean, I tried the first couple of episodes. It didn't sit well up with me. I don't know what happened, but I have not watched it. And but the one which is good, I'll let you guys know. It is very good. Uh, it is again a thriller. It just finished 8 seasons. It has that girl from uh, from Romeo Juliet actually in it. Let me
Okay.
bring. It is a very good series.
okay, 6 wickets.
The one that has got Arjun Rampal.
Sorry.
The one that has got Arjun Rampal. I think it's the final call or something. Have you guys
Yeah,
watched it?
it is about the pilot. I watched
Yeah.
through it. I mean,
Yeah.
just couple of episodes left actually. It's a good one. Yeah. Where Arjun Rampal is the pilot. Yes, that's a good one actually.
Sorry guys, I think I should better go. Little one is up. He won't
You can
let
stay on
me do
mute, Prakash.
anything now.
If you
No
want, you can
worries,
stay on
man.
mute.
Feel free. I mean, if you can, please come back. Or
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
know,
yeah, it was nice chatting with you.
I don't want to disturb you guys as well, so
No, that's
I'll
okay.
All
leave.
good, man. All
If
good.
you want, you can stay on mute.
No,
Not a
that's
problem
okay.
at all.
See, I might have to take care of.
Okay. Take care, buddy.
All right. Enjoy the test
Thanks
match.
for coming.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, yeah, take care. So, if you like thriller series, one which I would really recommend is Homeland. It is a
Yeah,
That's
that's
a good
one.
one.
Yeah.
I watched that.
fantastic series. It's really very good. That is some really good one. 8 seasons. It finished. Homeland. I think it is on Netflix. Either Netflix or Amazon Prime. They keep on,
Netflix.
giving
It's on
it.
Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah.
Homeland, I
Homeland
finished
is highly
watching.
recommended. Yeah.
Yeah.
Homelands is good for me. Suits is good. 24 I watched all.
Mhm.
It's good. And
Did you
Did you
watch
guys
24,
watch-
the Indian version, which Anil Kapoor did, or you didn't watch that?
Started, but then I felt bored and then I left it.
Okay, you
Because
at least
I think
tried.
Anil Kapoor was part of 13th or 12th season of original US 24. And from
Okay.
there he started Hindi, but that didn't do well. Ishan Sharma is back.
Yeah.
It's 10 o'clock.
And
We'll
this is
watch
one
the
thing
next half an hour and
I mean, again, Kohli is a great player. He's a good captain, but he will, the last bowler, he's trying all sort of variations, but the last bowler he will bring on is Kuldeep. That's the thing with
That's
Virat.
I don't agree. Like Kuldeep should be bowling right now because he
Exactly.
will
Yeah.
get the help from the wicket,
Yeah.
and he's the only wrist spinner you have in your side. And Chinaman,
Exactly. Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is the time you should be having Kuldeep to bowl.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's not that he'll give away too many runs or he won't be able to pick a wicket because others are doing the same.
Yeah. And the more late he brings Kuldeep, it basically shows that you don't have confidence on this bowler. And then he's, as it is, he comes after 2-3 years. First innings, he did not bowl too much, didn't get a wicket, and now you're bringing him as the almost the last, recognizing bowler. You're bringing on, he's under more pressure now because you're not showing confidence. So,
I think KKR should leave him if this not in your playing 11. He should
okay.
have a chance to bowl in some other team.
Yeah.
Oops. It's getting boring now.
Yeah.
Maybe they should either bring in Siraj or Kuldeep.
Yeah.
A little bit of variation.
I think
Yeah,
they'll
and
bring Kuldeep.
England is also, I think the England strategy is if we can bat out 2 days, but they won't play any rash strokes basically unless they really get a long hop or something. They will just, their aim is to bat as long as possible.
Do you
Yeah,
think
I
this
think
can,
there'll be
Bowlers,
one ball that will be mischievous and it will take their wicket. So I don't think hanging around will help them.
do you think this could spill over to tomorrow?
No.
highly
I-
unlikely. Highly
Unlikely.
1% chance. 1% chance. Less than 1%, I would say.
I'm expecting around tea time.
Yeah. And cricket is funny. Sometimes you bowl for 2 hours, no wickets, and then in the next half an hour,
Yeah.
2-3 more wickets go. So,
Yeah.
and this is the last recognizable, partnership or the most dependable partnership of the English batting. Like I said yesterday, their fielding is good, their bowling unit is good, batting is not that strong. It is very dependent on Root and Ben Stokes, basically.
Already.
So in Calgary, we are coming to an end to of the big chill or deep freeze, however you call it. And
Yeah.
Yeah, this week is supposed to be good, right?
yeah, weekend
Yeah,
is supposed to be good. It should start improving a lot tomorrow afternoon onwards. So yeah,
There was a meme going on last week on Facebook where, a man walking on the beach was being shown as, all Albertans walking,
Yeah.
walking this week.
Yeah.
and I
Yeah, I
saw
think
a
from
meme
tomorrow.
where a guy from Alberta is running on his shorts and his t-shirt because
Yeah,
it's just -5 or
it's
minus
-5.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how like temperature just dipped and it changes in one day. Because today is
Yeah,
even cold, like, and tomorrow it will be like -10 or something.
yeah.
Tomorrow's -10. I think it's going to start improving from Wednesday onwards.
Oh,
I
okay.
think tomorrow evening onwards. I mean, when it is below, when it is
If
better
it's
than
below -20, then we are
really
happy.
good weather.
Yeah, under -20 is good.
Yeah.
But the weekend is supposed to be very, very good. So yeah.
I remember when it was my first winters here and I was talking back home and they were like, how's the weather today? I was like, yeah, today's pretty warm. It's -5. So like, -5 is warm for you?
Yeah. In Canada, in Alberta, in the morning it starts at +5. By night it can go to -25, -35. Anything is possible.
Yeah.
In between, you will have some rain, then you'll have flurries and everything, and by the night it is -35. So
But overall, this has been a wonderful year. Like, we've had a good spring, a good summer, a good
Yeah.
fall, and then a decent winter. No complaints.
yeah. No,
I remember
weather-wise,
last
it has been good. Yeah.
yeah. Last year there was this 1 week stretch of like -30, between -30 and -40. That was
Yeah.
horrible.
It
Yeah,
was
it was
brutal.
January. It was
It was in
January,
January. It was in January or
beginning
February.
or middle, first or second week of January. Yeah.
Mm.
I think weather will improve from now on. Like even in
Yeah.
March,
Yeah.
we should be
I
getting.
think the long-term weather is good. I mean, the worst is over, I guess. I mean, there will be still 1 or 2 days where snow will come or it will go
Yeah,
pretty low, but overall, this, 7 days, 10 days of consecutive, deep freeze.
yeah,
I have spoken with people who have been living in Alberta since, for the last 30, 40 years. They used to have an entire month basically where, temperature never improved beyond -20, the entire month basically, particularly in Edmonton. In Calgary, you have the Chinook and everything, but there are people in, particular Edmonton and other places who have said like, oh, we had an entire month where the temperature never went above -20. So, wow.
yeah. That's the main reason I like Calgary more than Edmonton because
Yeah.
of those Chinook winds.
And we all know that, the global warming is not a good thing, but for places like Alberta and Siberia, yeah, it is not that bad at all.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's gone. That's gone. We got a fifth
Gone?
fifth
Oh,
wicket.
wow, gone, yeah. Stokes gone. So
Stokes
they
is
will
gonna
appeal
review,
or
I
what?
think. I don't know. Or he's gone.
He's gone. I
He's
don't think
gone.
they're appealing. He's just shaking his head because there's nothing he can do. So, oh, he's
He
walking
did
off.
the same thing in the first innings. Like you're getting out, man. Like it's not our mistake.
Just shaking his head.
Yeah.
He's out. He's out.
Look at that
He was given
grips
out
that
to the
he
ball.
has on the ball. It's like perfect seam.
Inside edge. It did not spin as much. He was expecting much more spin. It did not spin that much. Took the inside edge pad and then to the gloves of the keeper. So,
2 more wickets to have a fiver.
5
yeah.
down.
He already has 3 right now. So
So who do you think will be man of the match? Rohit Sharma or
Ashwin.
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 To be honest, I would have shared, but I don't know if they do it anymore. But it will be Ashwin,
Yeah.
I think.
It will be Ashwin for sure.
Because 161 was crucial to get 300. Otherwise, if we would have bundled out for 200 and they could have done the same score, it's like leveled.
But I have, though the chances are low, there is a chance if either Ashwin or Rohit Sharma gets and they call the other guy to the podium, Yeah,
Yeah.
I would like to share it with him.
I think 161 was as crucial as Ashwin's fifer or his century in the second innings.
Yeah.
And that 161 was crucial, especially because no one else could score that
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
So he single-handedly drove us home.
I would like to see a bit more consistency from Rahane. I mean, he's a good batsman. The technique is there, but somehow the consistency, like from between the Sydney match and the first inning 60 odd he got, between that there's nothing. I mean, amazing captaincy and everything. I mean, I couldn't see a more testing time to be a captain of an Indian team and pull it off. I mean, hats
Yeah.
off to him. But his batting, I mean, he has the potential. I mean, we have seen it, but just somehow, the consistency is not there. So.
Yeah, I think he has performed really well overseas, but in India, for sure, in Indian conditions, I don't remember him scoring big, like 200 or something in Indian conditions.
Yeah. So at one time, I think Root will decide that I just cannot go on defending. I'll run out of partners. He will try to hit, and I mean,
Yeah,
it
I
will
think
not be
once they are like 7 down or something, he'll try to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, nice ball.
Oh wow, what a Yorker!
So for the next match, do you think we'll go in with 3 fast bowlers or 2 fast
It will
bowlers?
depend upon the pitch. I don't think it will be a turner like this cheaper pitch. So I mean,
I think, yeah, you're right. I think the only change will happen is Bumrah will come in place of Kuldeep.
yeah.
Poor Kuldeep.
That's the thing, right? Like he gets one match and can't even bowl
Doesn't get
more
to
than
play.
6 overs.
Doesn't even get to play in that match.
Yeah, like, and in last match I was surprised to not see Kuldeep and see Shabazz. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, how did that happen?
Exactly. Shabaz Nadeem gave away the most runs and everything. Who knows what would have happened if Kuldeep would have played instead of Shahbaz Nadeem?
Walai poop. I
Yeah, I
guess
think the thought process was just to have a different kind of an angle because Shabazz will take it away from right-handed, whereas Kuldeep, then Washington and Ashwin, they'll both be bringing into the right-handers. So it was just kind of a variety in the attack.
Yeah. But whatever they planned, it flopped. I mean,
Yeah,
fantastically, basically. It did
yeah,
not
exactly.
work at all.
And because Akshar Patel was injured, he was not that part. So
Yeah.
once Akshar Patel comes in, you have that variety, and that's why we can bring Kuldeep in this match.
Right.
Like Ishan Sharma, he's pretty old, and it seems like the way he runs in, he seems be in a good place right now.
Yeah, like he has been playing for a long time. Uh, with experience, he has got more experience, and I mean, with experience, he got more variation, and he has got more accuracy. The pace was always there, but Ishant
Yeah,
was not a very accurate bowler. He has more control now, and he has also more variations. So
yeah,
he reminds me of Srinath, Javagal Srinath. He had the pace, he had the height and everything, but the control and the variation was not there
yeah.
basically. And that's why Manoj Pravakar sometimes he used to get more wickets and stuff compared to Javagal Srinath, though Javagal
Hmm.
Srinath had the height and everything. So,
Yeah. Bhuvneshwar Kumar is fit now, right? Because I saw him playing Syed Mustaq Ali. So
yeah. But these days, in every position of the Indian team, there is so much
yeah, you have to
competition.
fight. Yeah,
I mean, that's why the bench strength is so good. I mean, almost an Indian C team could win over Australia fully
not
equipped
good,
A
Bhaskar. Not
team.
good. They actually did.
Sorry.
Not good. They actually did. They actually won.
Yeah, I mean they
The
could. No,
C
yeah,
team.
exactly. They won basically. So
and
Yeah.
yeah, I mean
look at that leg side field that they got. They have three players just for that flick.
yeah,
Oh,
They have, I think,
otherwise,
Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, and there's one more. I think Pujara.
yeah.
Yeah, it's Pujara.
the stadium is pretty
That's
full.
that's an unusual field. Like, look at the three
Yeah,
players.
three
Pretty
players just
slow.
for the flick. For a incoming delivery, he will flick it and it will go to the hand.
Yeah,
But there's nothing over them, so they're inviting him to flick.
yeah.
Nothing behind them. They're inviting him to flick.
Oops.
Oh,
Oh, that was missing the leg stump in any case.
Well, hopefully they can bring in Kuldeep now.
With Ashwin getting another wicket, they will continue with Ashwin on one
yeah.
side and pace on the other side. You have two good pacers. So bad luck for Kuldeep again.
But at least
Like,
they should show
you might
some
as well go with
personality.
seven batsmen and four bowlers then.
Yeah. Yeah.
A couple of overs for Kuldeep won't harm it. Won't harm the team, right?
Yeah, and
Exactly.
you have so many runs to play with. Like, this is not a like this is the best time to give Kuldeep.
This looks like some personal agenda.
Yeah, like all there have been cricketers who are great cricketers, but they are not
Nice
exactly
shot.
saints. They have their favorites and everything. So I've
That's a
read,
good
I've
shot.
got the same about Kohli also. So yeah,
Yeah, nice shot by Root.
Mm.
reverse it.
I think if there is one more four in this over, we'll see Kuldeep.
Yeah, I mean Kohli sometimes can be a very impulsive captain. So yeah.
Yeah,
There you go. Oh,
Prince might join us shortly because he said he'll be there at 10:30.
hmm.
Yeah.
I think we'll just be waking up with good news tomorrow. I don't think they're going to wrap up anytime soon.
Yeah. And
I think I think I'll sleep when we have good news today.
Pope batted well first innings, and then after whoever gets out first, next the wicketkeeper will come who
He's
batted
a good
well in the
batsman. He's a
innings.
good
So
technique. Yeah.
yeah, so at least two more partnership after this, which will be
Yeah.
there will be some amount of resistance. After that, pretty straightforward.
If we can get one more before lunch, that would be good.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Oh,
No, I think that
no.
was the previous one.
Oh,
Oh, that
previous.
was,
Yeah.
Yeah. Ben Stokes swearing and shaking his head.
Yeah.
Did
With
you
the
see
right
how
players,
many?
I think Kuldeep should come in.
Yeah.
I don't understand why he's not in here.
Hey, did you see how many times they showed on TV what Virat Kohli did in the first innings and how he batted in the second inning? I
Yeah.
think they ran it. I mean, at least a few times, both yesterday and today, already basically.
Priyansh is asking what's the score. It's 97 for 5.
Hmm. I mean, this match. Among other things, it will be remembered for Virat Kohli getting out. For duck,
Yeah. Yeah.
getting bored, and then reviewing it. I mean, people will remember that, and that will be
I was
called.
surprised. Why was he even reviewing? Like, you got clean bowled, man.
He thought that the ball went, over the stumps, hit. He couldn't believe he missed the ball, and he thought it went over the stumps, hit his, so it basically ricocheted with the keeper's gloves,
Gloves.
hit the
Yeah.
wicket, and his feet was already in the crease. So he thought,
If it was Australia, I would have reviewed, but I don't think England would do that.
yeah. But
Next
nobody
over,
in
I
the
think it's
point.
a change. Next over, there'll be a change for sure. I think they
Mm,
are like, it seems like I don't get why Kuldeep is not in.
yeah. Yeah, give him a chance, man. You're giving everybody a chance. It's a turning wicket. You're not giving a spinner who is a different type of spinner compared to the other two. You're not giving him a
Like,
chance. I mean,
it's really hard to pick a Chinaman, and that to a left-hander. These
yeah,
guys won't have played that kind of a bowler before.
exactly. Yeah.
I think next over is Kuldeep. Next or the over after next would be Kuldeep.
And
Neil is
one
not
good thing
losing
is
though.
that you thought that once T20 became popular, that it will be the end of the spinners. But spinners have been so much successful, both IPL and all other tournaments, or even T20, they can be pretty crucial. So that's a very
Yeah.
good thing.
Being a leg spinner before, I think,
Particularly the googly bowlers, yeah.
yeah, like they are value, right? Like wrist spinners are really, really hard to
Yes.
read it when you bat.
Yeah. So one thing, why is Chahal an integral part of the Indian one day and T20 side, but he's not given a chance in the test? I mean,
So I think once after like three years before, I think there was a time when Kuldeep and Chahal were both playing test,
right.
and Ashwin and Jadeja were not there. And I
Right.
think
I
they
think
tried that
2018 that was the
combination,
case.
yeah, and that didn't work, and that's why they brought this two back, and they have been performing
Okay.
good.
Oh, there are two comments that people posting. What's the
And
issue? But hello.
hello.
Oh, and he's asking.
Yeah, what's the score? So it's
What's
103 for 5, 103 for 5.
3,
Yeah,
4.
even the commentators are saying bring Kuldeep. I think he's gonna come next.
And they have even put the camera on him now. So
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe he cannot hear us. Maybe one of us can type it on Facebook.
Yeah, I think
already
they
typed. Yeah.
pressed it. Yeah. They pressed it. Yeah. Agni Agarbatti. That's the new one.
I turned off my phone for a while, but turn it back on. This is the Hotstar. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, so the next one is on 24th, which is like, 9 days from. The next is 4th of March.
Okay. Yeah.
Who's in now?
Ishant,
Not
two more
Ishan.
balls.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
man. Oh, stop. I thought
good
it was a catch.
fielding. Sure four. Yeah. Sure four.
It's a good save.
4 runs saved.
Bumrah was practicing with the pink ball today.
Yeah. Yeah. Overall, it turned out to be a good strategy by not playing. I think
Yeah.
this load management is a good concept because, and particularly what happened in the Australian series where they had all the four bowlers in all the four matches and they were dead tired. I mean, that gives more reasons that you need to,
Yeah.
sometimes, if you have the bench strength, rotate your bowlers according to the pitch and everything. So
Yeah. Let's see if we can see Kuldeep now. Ashwin said, I'll bowl one more. Ashwin just said like this. Ashwin, I think we'll see Ashwin.
Maybe they'll bring Kuldeep from this end.
Yeah, I think they'll replace Ishant.
Yeah.
And it's high time we need a wicket now. So doesn't matter who they bring in, should be able to take the wicket. Yeah, Root needs to go now. He's been holding fort for a long time.
He was gone. He's just that it is miracle that he's still there. He was gone yesterday.
Yeah.
What's he saying no to? Don't bowl at me? Oh,
He swept.
Root seems very comfortable right now.
Yeah. And you see the ball is, it is beyond 40 overs, right? Where the ball is soft now. And we saw that yesterday and I think even day before yesterday. So
Yeah, like they are sweeping, reverse sweeping with ease.
yeah.
oh. No, Prince has joined.
Okay.
Hi guys, how are you? You guys
Hey,
still,
doing
you
good.
guys still
Nice to
here?
have you.
Yeah.
I was expecting you to be finishing the match by now.
No, we
we
kept
did.
it alive for you.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, I guess we are in for a long day. They are
Yeah,
like,
it's going pretty slow at the
Yeah.
moment.
yeah, the ball is getting softer and it's good for like they are able to play.
Kuldeep will come and he'll take 2-3 wickets and will be done before
Yeah,
T20.
hopefully.
Yeah.
Ready, Rio?
Some
How
of
did
the chirps that he do, it's awesome.
Yeah.
how did Stokes gets out? I didn't get to see it.
Caught in slip.
Caught in slip.
Yeah.
Bowled by Ashwin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Inner edge and then popped up.
okay. Yeah, there will be always a mystery right hand bowler to a left hand batsman and a left hand bowler to a right hand batsman.
Yeah.
There comes Kuldeep.
Okay.
Finally.
Fine.
We'll just take a short break. You guys carry on. I'll be back soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something happened to Gill? Like I didn't see that.
What happened? I don't know. Is
He
he
got
injured or
hit.
what?
He got hit on a forearm on his left hand while fielding.
Okay.
That was
Yeah,
yesterday, right? Or today? Yeah.
I'm not sure. He is taken to this for the scanning. He will
Okay.
not come today on the field.
I thought I saw him in the field today.
So
I'm not
he must be
sure.
hit today then.
I'm not sure.
Or,
If I
or it
saw
must be
him.
Mayank Agarwal. I'm not sure. We'll have a look here.
Okay. It will be very unfortunate for him if he has to be dropped for the.
Yeah, if he has to miss out because of injury, it would really be, unfortunate.
Yeah. But maybe Mayank Agarwal could get a chance then.
I think it's fair to give him chance again.
Exactly.
It was
Mayank
unfair
has
for
been
him to
for
just.
long.
I agree. Like Gill is a good player, but I think Mayank was like given a chance in really testing pitches in Australia.
What I feel is like over the period of time, what we have seen, like if a new guy comes and he plays a knock and he cemented his place in a side, and the person who has been struggling so hard for that place has been overlooked
Yeah,
overnight.
I know. Yeah, I think that's Gill at short leg. I think it's him.
Is he out? Huh?
I think so, but I'm not able to recognize if it's him or Mayank Agrawal.
Yeah, because of the helmet. So yeah, we'll know. But it looks like Gill though.
Looks like Gill, yeah.
Okay, let's see.
No, it was going outside.
Yeah, it spun too much.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's Mayank. It's Mayank on the short leg.
Oh, okay.
And because I saw the BCCI tweet, they said they are going to take him for the scan.
Okay.
Hmm. Well, hopefully nothing serious because there are 9 days between now and the next match.
Oh my
so-
God! Bye.
But it was dead ball, right? He did not attempt. So did they give him?
That's
Yeah,
dead
I
ball.
think they have not given added the run.
Yeah, dead ball.
Yeah, because he did not attempt to play at all.
Play at all. Ooh. Yeah, now I guess the ball is softer. It will be if they apply themselves, like they can play like Ashwin and Virat, like they
Yeah.
played
Yeah.
yesterday.
The key is to, like what Gavaskar said yesterday, not to ball short, make them come forward. Then, if they go back, now they have the time to basically adjust the shot according to the ball. But
True.
bowlers need to get them to play on the front foot. So.
Exactly. I didn't see the Lawrence wicket, but I read the comment that he came forward and he was outfoxed by Ashwin, stumped.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very first
tried
delivery
to
from
step out
Ashwin.
on
He
the
came forward. He almost came to the distance of handshaking with Ashwin. He was
Oh,
halfway down the pitch.
oh my God. Okay.
He came forward, then he lost his balance. I mean, yeah, that was funny.
Okay. Yeah, I was at work, although I managed to sneak in the commentary.
Yeah.
Yeah, Akshar is back. Is the pitch misbehaving or it's just
No, no, no.
It's
no,
actually
I
not
mean,
bad.
it's
Yeah.
not easy to bad, but it is not impossible also. Ooh.
boss?
Yeah. Yeah, that one popped up a
Uh,
bit.
yeah. I guess like there have been a lot of criticizing about the pitch, but it's not that bad a pitch, right?
Yeah. And between the hard ball and the soft ball, there seems to be a lot of difference. Once the ball becomes soft, like from the 40th to the 80th over, I mean, yeah, it's just a bit less difficult compared to when the ball is hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the whole cricketing fraternity has been divided in two parts,
Yeah.
right? One is supporting the pitch, one is
Oh,
criticizing.
nice ball. Did you look at that ball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did it miss the stump?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
This one, yeah, I
Oh,
got this one.
yes.
The fourth ball, right?
Yeah. Miss the bat, miss the stump also. Again, sweep.
catch
Lofted.
it,
Out,
gone.
out,
6 wickets.
out. Yeah. Pope gone.
Scope is gone.
Gone. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
when you're
Okay.
sweeping against the spin, I mean, it will take a top edge. I mean, you cannot middle
Yeah,
out.
this is the same dismissal like Root got out in the first innings. Same,
First
same
innings.
Exactly.
dismissal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think there is a competition between Akshay and Ashwin who will take the maximum wickets.
True. True.
Good, healthy competition. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And this is what happens when you have the luxury of playing with so many runs.
so many
You
runs.
can take the
Exactly.
risk. You can invite the batsmen. You are not worried that they are taking a few extra runs because you have the
Yeah,
luxury of such a huge lead. So yeah.
yeah. Mayank is on the field, and I think it's his birthday today.
Oh,
Oh,
is
okay.
it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Wish it was root, but anyways.
yeah. If the other four goes, Root won't do much, so it's okay if it even
Yeah.
if it's there.
But no,
Yeah.
the new batsman, folks, he applied
But
himself
somehow ballers
well.
Yeah.
look very energized right now, do they?
I think Heat is pretty good though.
Hmm.
One thing, guys, I mean, obviously the English side looked better in fielding. They did not miss the catches which Indians missed the first match, particularly, and also in the second match. And particularly, there was a lot of controversy, not controversy, but players and ex-players and commentators commented about the cotton ball chances which were missed. Some of them were pretty regular, catches which were cotton bowled and which were missed. And they said that the bowlers need to, or the field. I think particularly Gavaskar said that the fielding coaches they should get the bowlers to basically focus on that or practice that aspect of the game. And I think Gavaskar, as always, most of the time he's right. I
Yeah,
would agree to that. Yeah, I mean cotton ball, whether it's a pace bowler or a spinner, particularly for a spinner, it's a very important part. And
yeah.
if you
No,
are
exactly.
getting the cotton balls and you're not catching them, I mean no point.
I think the one that Rohit Sharma dropped was like easy
Yeah.
as I don't know if it gets easier than that.
Exactly. And they were pretty some they were pretty easy cotton balls also. I mean they were
Yeah,
not difficult. This is the highest level of cricket. So yeah.
yeah.
I mean, Gavaskar has been in commentary for such a long time, not just because I mean he speaks good English. He's an all-time great, but what he says and everything, I mean, he has created a niche for himself. Like,
Yeah,
first of all, whatever he says, because of his background, he brings a lot of authenticity to it. But he says stuff which other people doesn't say. Like,
yeah,
he
I agree.
thinks.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
truly
He's
agree.
a,
Like, yeah,
and what he says, and um,
yeah, he
I
has
mean,
over
9
the
out of
period.
10 times he's pretty accurate in what he
Yeah,
says.
he has over the period of time. Like, although he has played a lot of cricket, so in his time, so
Yeah.
I mean,
he.
like,
But I don't know what happened with the Sanjay Manjrekar. Like, he always in the like he says something or the other thing gets into the bad books and
controversy. Yeah,
controversy. Yeah, Sanjay
he doesn't
Manjrekar
have
once.
much control on his tongue. Yeah, he'll say whatever he wants.
And
I mean,
that's
like,
the
I
thing.
used to
I
be
mean,
more of
when
a
you're,
Harsha Bhogle
when
fan.
you are doing a commentary or you're a captain of a team or something, you need to forget your personal agendas. You might not
Agendas.
like somebody, you might have, you think you need to settle a score or something. Your commentary, or if you're a captain of a team, that's not the position to, to do those things. So.
But haven't heard Harsha Bhogle for a while now.
I've seen, yeah, he's not in live commentary. I've seen him in Cricket Buzz and everything. He gives interviews. He's
Yeah,
associated with one
yeah.
or some foreign channels or something, but we have not seen any live commentary for him for a long time. Yeah,
Long time. Yeah, but he's best, right? He's. I
he's
have
good.
seen. Yeah, over the years I have seen while I was growing. Like,
It
I
doesn't
saw
appeal.
him.
Over the wicket. I think. I mean, the ball going over the wicket height.
yeah, it must be going outside leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, height may be the issue, I guess.
Yeah, height is the issue. I think it bounced. Hit him over above the waist. So
Yeah. So I guess in this scenario, there is no point taking the review because even if it clips the bail, it will be umpire's call, right? He already
yeah,
said
yeah.
not out. So
Yeah, the DRS sometimes it is ridiculous. Oh wow.
did they take? No.
No, they did not take. That is the previous
Yeah,
ball,
I think it's
basically.
outside leg.
Okay.
But I would like to see the the review, the ball tracking on that one.
Yeah, it's just that the angle that he's bowling right now, it will most probably go outside leg stump.
Go outside. Okay.
Oh, nice. That was coming.
He's trying to do what Moin Ali did yesterday, and he got Virat Kohli bowling round. So he's pitching the ball outside, and after the spin, it is in line with the track. So it is outside the off stump, and after it spins, it is
Back to
going,
line.
yeah, coming on the stumps basically. But I've not seen a Chinaman from him. All of them have been the typical orthodox, the
I
off
think he
spin.
bowled one. I think he bowled one that came. It was going away to out of the right hander. I think he bowled
Okay.
one that over.
Okay.
He's not getting that purchase which he should have gotten from the pitch, right? Oh, Akshay.
It's mostly for his confidence, right? If he's high on
Exactly.
confidence,
Exactly. He should get at
that will
least one
affect
or
in his
two.
bowling.
Yeah. And it's been 2 years, right? He didn't get chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's the last recognized bowler whom the captain brings into bowl. So the captain is also not making stuff easy for him. I mean, not supposed to make easy, but he's just making it too difficult for him.
Yeah.
I mean, Virat Kohli should be thinking that, what, sooner or later I'll win this match. But for the future of Indian cricket and for everything I mean, as it is, the wrist spinners, there are not too many around. So we have this bowler, with so much lead and everything. Anyhow, I'm going to win the match. Let me give this guy a bit of
Yeah.
confidence. Good captain should be doing that.
True, true.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like that's when a spinner is bowling at a speed, this can happen, right?
that's slighted, right? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Rishabh is like flying behind the wickets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's been
Pretty
ahead.
good keeping today. Pretty good
Yeah,
keeping. Yeah, I
exactly.
don't think you
It's
missed anything. Yeah.
although he's been criticized so much for the keeping, but he's done good in this match, though.
Yeah. Yeah. So they are inviting him to play across the leg side. They don't have anybody on the deep, so just a mid wicket. That's all.
Like there are five players from Delhi IPL team playing today, playing in this match. Ishant, Akshar, Ashwin, Rahane, and Pant.
They all from Delhi, right?
Delhi
Yes.
Capitals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Delhi Capital versus rest of the world.
Well, Delhi Capital did pretty well this IPL. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Mumbai putting that extra amount of money so that they have all the good players and every year kind of they are winning it?
I think they were pretty smart when they started. They invested in Hardik Pandya, Kunal Pandya, and Bumrah when they started, and I think
Mm.
those players responded well.
Yeah. Yeah, without that sort of foresight, you cannot be good in business, right? And this is a
Yeah,
very
exactly.
big, successful business house. So,
Catch it, gone. Oh, he dropped it.
oh no!
Oh shit!
Oh no! Why did he have to take the tumble? Straightforward.
It would be so good for Kuldeep.
What's going on? I mean, this is crazy. Straightforward catch. We are just discussing about the catching. Straightforward. Wow. Overconfident. I mean,
Horrible, horrible, horrible.
school level, absolutely
This
school
would
level.
have been so good for Kuldeep's confidence. It was Joe Root.
Yeah, it was Joe Root. I mean, and catches don't get easier than that. He didn't have to tumble, just taken the catch and
Yeah,
walked off. Why did
exactly.
he have to tumble? He didn't have to dive to take that catch. I mean, this is crazy.
Virat is not happy.
Just imagine Kohli's reaction if this was somebody else.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Kuldeep. Like he'll not get more than 5 overs in this innings as well.
Yeah. Oh, I'm almost tempted to say sabotage.
I guess Root is losing the interest in the match, I guess, with the way he's taking a singles.
Yeah. He should compensate, he should give his BMW to Kuldeep. No, I mean, fielding and particularly catching is one aspect of Indian cricket they need to improve. I mean, uh, even in the first test, they lost, dropped some catches, easy ones, difficult ones, cotton bowls. So
Who is the fielding coach right now in cricket team?
I think it's I forgot his name. Sridhar.
Sridhar? Okay. Because yesterday, like, uh, Ashwin praised a lot about Vikram Rathod that from the
yeah,
past four or
Yeah,
five matches he has been,
batting coach. Yeah,
yeah, Vikram Rathod. So.
and it's a really good thing. Like I like our coaching staff. They all are Indians. Like I
yeah,
don't see any foreign support staff.
exactly, exactly. And the way the cricket, where India is in cricket, I don't think we should never need a foreign coach.
Yeah,
And after the
it's
Indian
close.
victory in
Oh,
Australia, a lot was said about
this is a big good appeal.
Rahul Dravid and how he has you know done the groundwork with the junior players, and that's why we have such a good bench strength, and that's amazing.
Yeah, true. Even
Yeah.
Sanjay Bangat was pretty good before.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did pretty well.
yeah, Sanjay Mangal was good.
But the Gary Kristen was the epic, right?
Yeah. One thing about Shastri, he's a tall guy, and during his playing days, he used to be so lean and everything. And now you see Shastri, particularly, with his t-shirt and everything, and he has, I mean, people age and everything, but that physical fitness is not there. I mean, a player, Shastri, he has a pot belly and everything. He has a beer gut and everything. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
Uh,
I have seen this with Shastri. Like I have seen this 2 3 times where when India wins, he'll come in the press conference, and when India loses, he'll send someone like Siraj or Ashwin to come to the press conference. This
yeah.
happened in Australia too. When we lost that first match, he sent someone like a newbie or like a completely new guy. And when we won in Sydney, he was there. Oh, see, we won. I don't like that. And even some of the statements he makes, it feels like, I don't
Yeah.
know, this shouldn't be made by a Indian coach.
Yeah.
I've never liked him as a coach. Liked him as a commentator, as a presenter, but
Yeah,
never
Yeah.
as a coach.
like
Is he even
we
a
didn't
coach,
even finish
or
this
just
test
he
match,
just
and I think
delivers pep talks?
yeah, exactly. He's a good motivator, but not a
Motivator?
good coach, I think.
I don't
Oh
know.
no, did not get the edge.
Like saying this in the middle of a test match where he I think released a book or something, and he said to replicate what Virat Kohli did in 2018, like a 2-1, is really hard. And like to have that series going on, like what would that impact on the rest of the players?
Yeah.
That's like a school teacher saying, "Hey, this is my favorite student.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one else can beat him."
Yeah. And look at the destiny. Ajinkya Rahane did the same thing, 2-1.
Yeah.
It would have been good to take route before lunch, but
Yeah, I mean that was again, school level. Even a school level game that would have been taken. So
I think we'll have one more over after this before lunch.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Again, the
Gone. Finally,
this time
Kuldeep's
gone.
cat
This
won.
time
Finally, Kuldeep got
we
Finally,
the
have
win.
Kuldeep
to.
gets
This is
one.
folks.
Yay!
Okay. This is folks. Okay.
Now it's just a matter of minutes, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
They can extend the session though.
Kuldeep Yadav, finally.
Finally.
Yeah, they think that, the condition is such, if they play straight bat, they're going to get an edge. If they sweep, there'll be one shot which they cannot control.
I guess it's the Siraj again who took the catch.
No, it
No,
was
I think it
Akshay.
was Akshar Patel.
Akshay,
Yeah.
It was
okay.
Akshay Patel. Yeah. Yeah, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. You cannot keep a genuine talent down too much. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they have taken lunch.
Yeah, they have taken lunch. Okay.
It's lunch now.
So at least the wicket, we got the wicket before the lunch, though it was not rude, but still.
Yeah.
But now I guess it's just the tail, right? So
Oh
it
yeah,
will
it's a
be
matter of time.
over
Now I'm
soon.
pretty sure it will get over by before tea, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, within an hour, I guess.
Do you guys want to keep going or end it here?
Well,
Yeah, I think,
yeah.
yeah.
I
I
think
was planning to go
I'll have to
anyway.
wake up early tomorrow. So
Yeah,
Me
Yeah,
too.
we can
and
end it.
Can wrap
yeah,
up now.
let's call it a night, and we'll meet again. But I think it was really good. I'm sure we brought luck for the Indian team, and
yeah,
True, true.
logging off today at a very positive note. India is on the verge of winning, so yeah,
Yep.
it's fantastic.
I think we'll wake up to the good news.
Oh yeah, yeah.
if
Or else
anyone's
we might
interested,
just
we
go.
can do one
Some
more
of us go to
session.
bed late. We might just go hear
Yeah,
the good news and then go to bed. So yeah,
yeah,
either way.
Yeah.
But it's great. I mean, again, a great comeback by India. Uh, yeah, sure, a good toss to win, but in that way, in the first test, it was a bad toss to lose. So so
yeah.
but overall, very good performance. Some very solid performances. Good to see Virat come back after the first innings debacle, come back and really apply himself in the second innings. And even in the first test match, in the second innings, he batted pretty well. Some very good performances. Ashwin, obviously, the pick, and then Rohit Sharma and even Ajinkya Rahane in the first innings. So, some solid performances by India. And if they keep doing this, continue, then we should see India versus New Zealand in the World Cup Series final.
Yeah, sure. Hope for the best. Yeah, I guess India will reach
All
there.
right. See you guys then. Have a good
All
night.
Okay,
right,
hey,
guys. Bye.
Yeah.
See
Good night,
you.
guys.
Thank you,
really nice,
guys.
Yeah,
watching the match with you guys, and
Yeah, same here.
uh,
Thank you.
same here.
yeah, take care.
Yeah, good
Take
night.
Bye,
care.
everyone.
Bye.
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 See ya.